1, 2, 3. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island. From the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. As I went walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me the endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island. From the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. Judy?
I've roamed and rambled, and I followed my footsteps to the sparkling sands of her diamond deserts. And all around me a voice was sounding.
This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island. From the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. In the squares of the cities, in the shadow of a steeple, I see my brothers, I see my people, and some are angry, but some are wondering if this land was made for you and me. That was Woody's verse. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island. From the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. The sun came shining as I was strolling, and the wheat fields waving, the dust clouds rolling. As the fog was lifting, a voice came chanting. This land was made for you and me. You can sing it with us. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island. From the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. This land was made for you and me. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Have a wonderful, wonderful July 4th weekend and celebrate this wonderful, wonderful country of ours.
Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu להדליק נר, להדליק נר. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. At the beginning, this land is your land, this land is my land. It was sung by Art Podell and his wife. Art was a singer, one of the singers of New Christy Minstrel. He was a New Christy Minstrel person. And his wife, Judy Montgomery. So thank you so much, the two of you, for the beautiful song and the beautiful way in which you did it. Chelsana, thank you for the lighting of the candles. And that was also beautiful. You're so beautiful.
My pleasure.
You do everything so well. Welcome, everyone. I begin the service officially with a prayer from my heart. Forgive me, Lord. My indoctrination seems weak, and there is no ancient language I speak. But Lord, would you listen if only I took words from my heart instead of a book? For I find no liturgy that for me can replace my own heartfelt words for your merciful grace. Then, Lord, without eloquence, I raise up my hand and pray to you simply.
Please, Lord.
Please, Lord, understand.
I didn't mean to mix you up there.
No, but
Trying to be in unison.
well, next time
Like
we'll do it from the
rehearsed it.
beginning. We continue with an introduction to the Chadodi. We welcome the Sabbath bride who comes to visit us every Shabbat service. She's been well. She hasn't missed one service.
This is Lecha Dodi. For those of you who were familiar with Hale Porter, our wonderful cantor for so many years, his name was brought up to me today. And of course, I remember him singing Lecha Dodi. But I'll do the fun version tonight. And his beautiful version I'll do next service. So Lecha Dodi, and of course I have Hale in my heart when I sing this. Lecha 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 Dodi, likrat likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha lecha Dodi, likrat likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם אותי בועט בליתי לך דודי, לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי, לקראת כלה, בני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, כי באורך קומי אורי שדברי, יבוא המלך נגלה. לך דודי, לקראת כלה,
פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי, לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה.
בואי ושלום עטרת בלה, גם בשמחה ובצולה, תוך אמוני סגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה.
לך דודי, לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי, לקראת כלה,
פני שבת נקבלה. Thank you.
That was Lecha Dodi, in case you didn't get it.
I try to
Lecha
engage.
Dodi, likrat kala.
I try to engage you in as much as possible because You missed your calling as a cantor.
No, everyone else missed me being a cantor, and that I should be very, very happy about that.
You're the best.
You have a good voice, Jerry.
And he's the best rabbi. Mwah.
He is. Okay, I'm out here because it's going to be the 4th of July this weekend.
Yay!
Woo! And I have a couple of facts you didn't know, I don't think. All right, so here we are. Though Independence Day is celebrated on the 4th of July, the Continental Congress actually voted to separate from Great Britain on the 2nd, but didn't finish editing the Declaration of Independence until 2 days later. That sounds like you, Jerry. Anyway, delegates from only 12 of the 13 colonies voted on the 2nd for independence from Great Britain. The New York delegation abstained, of course, that day, but later in July also voted for independence. And early 4th of July activities were based on the British King's birthday celebration, which was marked with bell ringing, bonfires, speeches, and parades. And the first few days after independence was declared, people in several towns held mock funerals for the king, whose death symbolized the end of tyranny. And as American leisure time increased, the 4th of July became known for heavy drinking and injuries from fireworks. And in response, 19th century and early 20th century reformers created a safe and sane 4th of July movement intended to curb Independence Day partying. Well, I don't think they got very far on that. You? Anyway.
Stay safe out there this weekend.
Yeah, that's
We should
important.
say hi to a couple people who are out there.
Okay, who you got?
Well, I have Debbie Lewin, who's always
Debbie.
there.
Hey,
Hi,
Debs.
Debbie. Mwah.
Debbie.
You and your family. Can't wait to see you. Donna, Paul,
Hey,
and
Donna.
Peter.
Peter.
We love
Peter,
you.
Paul, and Donna.
Gregory Cruz, Gregory, you're actually in a video that we'll show later for
Yes, you
our
are.
country that I did with you. He's on the guitar. He's fabulous. Thank you for all that you do and for being with us as always. You are a part of the family.
And we also have, let me just say this, Michael Zaford. I don't know if he's written in yet, but we have Michael Zaford. He has? Oh, cool. So Michael Zaford's in it, and Siobhan McAllister Velarde, and our own Chelsana. So
Yes.
we've got a group.
And Ashley, did we say Ashley Cornell?
Ashley sent us coffee. That was so sweet of you. When I texted you the other day, I didn't realize we had it. Thank you. When are you sending the coffee grinder? Anyway, thank you, my darling.
Brenda Friedman. Hello to you, Brenda. Thanks for chiming in. And Lauren Amber, she's thanking us for sending us the link, or maybe my dad or Janice. Anyway.
Oh, yes, I think so.
Or my mom. You're so welcome. We're so happy that you're joining us for our family Shabbat.
And we hope you're doing well, Lauren.
And Ron Martinez made it on. Yay, he called me right before. I didn't think he did, but yay, Ron.
Hey,
Love to you
Ron.
and Theron.
You look
Ron.
so beautiful, Ron.
Yo, run.
Mila Dexter, hi, and Judy Diamond,
Oh,
of course.
Mila.
Howard Murray is watching. You guys saw him not too long ago. Tess and I are jealous. And Joy Kritzer, Sandy Benson, all you guys out there. And Bill Marks, I believe, is watching out there. We send our love. And
Gail
Sylvia.
Ryan. Oh, go ahead.
Sylvia, yes, I'm going to see you tomorrow, and I adore you. And Gail Rund, we miss you.
Yes, and I thank you for the email. I haven't gotten back to you because I'm figuring some things out. But I thank you, Gail. I had asked how everybody felt about having, if we do get into the church, we haven't gotten word yet, for high holidays and gathering together, or if you'd feel comfortable with streaming. And Gail was the person who answered me. So thank you. Let me know, everyone.
Lastly, Joel Diamond, so nice to be with you.
Joel?
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, Joel.
How cool.
Yeah, we
have
haven't
a special
seen him.
place in our hearts, Joel. You really do.
Okay. And I'm going to move off now.
All right,
See you
bye
later.
later. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
And to honor a commemoration of the 4th of July this Sunday, Chelsana will
Here, let me help you.
treat
I got
us to a beautiful rendition of a song which is very apropos for the holiday, If I Had a Hammer. May I present Lady Chalsana, daughter of Lady Jeff.
Thank you. If I had a hammer, sing with me, everyone. If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning, I'd hammer in the evening, all over this land. I'd hammer out danger, I'd hammer out wanted, hammer out love between my brothers and my sisters. Oh, over this land. If I had a bell, I'd ring it in the morning, I'd ring it in the evening, all over this land. I'd ring out danger, ring out wanted, ring out love between my brothers and my sisters. Oh, over this land. Ooh, if I had a song, I'd sing it in the morning, I'd sing it in the evening, all over this land. Sing out danger, sing out wanted, sing out love between my brothers and my sisters. Oh, over this land. Ooh, well, I've got a hammer and I've got a bell and I've got a song to sing all over this land. Now hammer out freedom, hammer out justice, hammer out love between my brothers and my sisters. Oh, over this land. Ooh, over this land. Thank you guys. I was looking at my sister and getting nervous. I'm having trouble hearing myself and the piano today, but
Sounded great.
came from love.
And it was received with love. Yeah, that was beautiful, sweetie.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Patrice is watching on YouTube,
Patrice, you were on my mind earlier today.
and Creative Arts Temple says hi to Erwin Feigenbaum, who is watching.
Hi,
Erwin Feigenbaum. Hello, Erwin.
And Donnie says we love you, beautiful.
Hi, Johnny. We love you. Mwah, mwah. And the kids and Hazel, everybody.
And all the sisters.
Yes.
And Debbie loved your rendition.
Oh, thank you. I'll work on it. For next
Hear,
year.
O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Shema Yisrael, Chelsana, my darling Cutler.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Gevor Malchuto, לעולם ועד, ואהבת ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו דברים אלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננת לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם להיות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך.
Thank you. Thank you for that beautiful rendition of Shema. And now the adorable Sadie Tanner Rose continues in the service with Hashkivenu.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leShalom leHamidenu Malkei ulechaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leShalom leHamidenu Malkei ulechaim. Ushmor tzeitzenu uvoenu lechaim u'shalom me'ata ve'ad olam. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leShalom leHamidenu Malkei ulechaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leShalom leHamidenu Malkei ulechaim.
You're on.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Sadie, you are a delight and a very pretty and energetic young girl, and you sang that beautifully. Thank you. This is our service for, as Jeff mentioned, American Revolution, Independence Day. Francis Salvador, a name you might not know, a Jewish hero of the American Revolution, was born into a wealthy Jewish family, 1747, in England. The Salvadors came to America December 3rd, 1773, with the probability of a revolutionary war on the horizon. He quickly identified with the patriotic cause. Slightly over a year after arriving in Charleston, he was elected on December 19th, 1774, to the first Provincial Congress of South Carolina. Salvador was the first person of Jewish faith to hold elective public office in the United States. When the War of Independence began, Salvador joined the Union Army on August 1st, 1776. During an official mission, Salvador's unit was ambushed, and sadly, he was shot and killed. His death 3 weeks after the signing of the Declaration of Independence made him the first Jew to die for American independence. 1950, a plaque in Charleston's City Hall Park was dedicated to his memory. Francis Salvador, true to his heritage, gave his life for new hopes of liberty. Our ancestors fought long and hard to survive and give birth to new generations that would carry the banner of our proud heritage. Today, we have a commitment to all the American soldiers of all races and religions in all wars who fought together to save our American way of life, to the 6 million who perished in the Holocaust, and a commitment to those of us who value our Jewish heritage. And believe me, that Jewish heritage, my friends, is precious and it's priceless. It is the essence of life and liberty. Let us all be proud of our heritage, as proud as Francis Salvador was, and live a life dedicated to the basic commandments of our Torah and the basic precepts of liberty, justice, carried down to us from generation to generations. And here we are 245 years later, and we still hope for liberty and understanding. The streets are filled with thousands of homeless men, women, and children. This year, the death total of innocent people being shot and killed is more than it ever has been. There is a proliferation of guns in the wrong hands, a rise in vociferous hate groups. People of Jewish, South African, and Asian heritage cannot walk the streets of America without the possibility of being attacked, beaten, and perhaps killed. In this morning's email, I read that Rabbi Shlomo Niginsky, a Chabad rabbi in Boston, was attacked and stabbed a few times as he was walking down the street. And from a journalist, Amy Sherman, who lives in Phoenix, Arizona. Phoenix, the home of the Phoenix Suns, who will be playing for the National Basketball Association's championship game. They have a lot to look forward to and to be thankful for. Ms. Silverman reports in Phoenix that a man was arrested for spray painting a swastika and words dirty kike on the Chabad Center store in Tucson. The Holocaust History Center in Tucson was defaced with swastika profanities and graffiti reading Heil Hitler. Last week, a man was arrested for spraying painting a swastika and the words dirty kike on the door of a Chabad center in Tucson. Swastika profanities and the words white power were found spray painted at Sonora Desert Academy in Tucson. A white supremacist unfurled a Nazi flag at a campaign event for Bernie Sanders in Phoenix. A woman's car was vandalized with swastika graffiti outside of her Phoenix home. A neo-Nazi group called Folksfront passed out flyers at Arizona State's Tempe campus that read, "Hitler was right." This, my dear misguided friends, has been proclaimed as the land of liberty, not for tyranny. Liberty and tyranny can never reach a peaceful settlement. One or the other must die. Liberty is not the privilege of the few, but the God-given right of all. Liberty cannot breathe in an atmosphere of fear. Truth unhampered, unshackled, is the very soul of liberty. Liberty is not a statue, but a living thing. It is not a word, but a condition. It is not an abstract concept, but a vital reality. To possess liberty is to possess food and clothing and shelter and dignity and self-respect. Liberty is freedom from violence, not freedom to do violence. Peace is the daughter of God, betrothed by him to all men. And I know I have 5 of them. Tyranny is the creature of the devil. The great utterance of the Torah portion in Leviticus reads, "Proclaim liberty throughout the land and to all the inhabitants thereof." A truer utterance of the nature of liberty has never been made. Liberty is a commodity which can neither be imported or exported. It must be homegrown. It is the most precious of all resources of a people. We cannot, my friends, let the ominous groups of hate mongers take over and diminish our land of liberty. Our forefathers and mothers came to this land with hope in their hearts, freedom on their minds, and nothing in their pockets. And together with the help of other Americans, built this land into the greatest country of the world, and none were afraid. Today, most of us won't walk down the dark street or ask a stranger for directions or start an innocent conversation with a person sitting next to us on a bus or train. Wearing a Magen David, a Jewish star, might get us a bash on the head. Hey, anti-Semite mamzer, this is our land. It is not your land. It is yours and mine together. In our space and in our country. Let's learn to live in harmony and peace. This truly is the land of liberty. Please, my friends, let us not destroy it. I don't know who you hate mongers in Phoenix will root for when the NBA Finals starts next week. I must forewarn you, the president of the team is Robert Sarver, a very proud Jew. I'll be rooting for them, not because he's Jewish, it's because my favorite niece, Lori Suzels, lives there. That's why I'll be rooting for Phoenix. My teams are not in it this year. Hey, everyone. I just had to get out my anger. And I did. To all of you, have a safe and sane July 4th. Every one of you. May God bless you and keep you safe and proud. Go Phoenix. Amen.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties, above a fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful, full glory tale of liberating strife, when once and twice for man's avail, man's lavish precious life. America, America, God shed his grace on thee, oh, and crown thy gold with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of rain, for purple mountain majesty, above the fruited plains.
when once and twice for man's avail men lavish precious life.
Wow, that was great.
It's a collaboration we did last year.
Yeah, it was, and
we were just figuring out the whole
That's
COVID
right.
video.
But
message.
what stands out to me is Michael Zafert's outfit. How he blends in
Absolutely.
with the flag.
And how about
Michael's coming
his
from Michael.
his energetic drum playing?
Oh, yeah.
He was all over the place.
And Ashley Cornell, thank you, my darling. That was from last year. And Gregory Cruz, Michael, of course, Siobhan McAllister Velarde, and Chelsana. That was beautiful. We really enjoyed that. I have something here from Nicole Ligeti.
Nicole.
And she says, Shabbat Shalom to my best friends and beautiful family. Love and kisses, Nicole. Nicole, we miss you. We miss you. We went to LA the beginning of the week, Jerry and I. He had several funerals. And Howard Murray and Molly Murray opened up their guest house to us, which was wonderful. And so we spent time with them. We had a dinner with Diane, Howard's sister, reminiscing about Jan and Tony and his mom and the good times. And we worked for years with Jan. I worked with Howard at the beginning. And Molly, you're a doll face. And
Can I tell that story about Jan?
Well,
We were while we were doing the telethon, we were looking for we weren't doing the telethon, we were preparing it, and we needed a host. We needed a comic, but someone who can relate to the audience. And I said, why not Jan Murray? And they didn't know who Jan Murray was because Chabad doesn't know anybody. They don't watch television. They know their own group. So they said, well, okay, if you say so, can you reach him? He lives in LA, but I found him in
Florida, wasn't it?
New York. He was on the island in New York. And I called him up. I said, Jan, listen, would you do a telethon? He said, who's it for? I don't know. First he said, of course I'll do it for you. Who is it for? And I said, it's for Chabad. And there was silence on the other end for a few seconds. And then he said, what kind of disease is that? So that was a joke from him, because who doesn't know what Chabad is? And he certainly knew, living in LA. And that's not Jan now, who's talking out there. Yeah, we're not paying attention to her. That is Caleb, our protector.
Yeah, our defender. And there's a few people who sent some things to us.
Oh, Patrice Zappa says, thank you, Jerry. I'm a proud Jew.
Patrice.
That's
Oh, God.
wonderful. Thank you, Patrice.
Thank you, Patrice.
Ron says, hi, Tess, let's do coffee. Okay, Ron. Sandy Benson, I love and miss you all. Your speech was wonderful. Donna Paul, as American Jews, you've made us very proud tonight with your sermon. Your great sermon. Thank you. We love you. And there was one other. Oh, yes. Lauren Amber. She says, thank you. I'm receiving the light that emanates from all of you. I know Natalie is rejoicing in heaven, knowing I am watching your service.
Lauren, I must say, your mother, Natalie, God bless her, she's looking down. I know you're having a rough time, but we all do when we lose a parent we love. But this too shall pass. But your mom wants you to, I'm telling you right now, she wants you to get on with your life. Be strong, kiddo. And
She's with you to help you be strong. You're not
Mhm.
alone.
she definitely is part of you right now and will never leave you, incidentally. She'll always be with you. So God bless you, Lauren. Be strong, kiddo.
Yeah, yeah, please do.
Mhm.
Okay, we're moving on to the birthday.
Yay.
And there's one young lady, Ariana Cricken, and who's the daughter of Stuart and Sippy
Sippy.
Cricken. And Stuart was our president
At
for a
the
few
Creative
years.
Arts, yes.
That's
yeah.
right. So,
And he's now with Disney, an attorney
he always
with Disney.
was, yeah.
Been with
Well,
us.
before he was with Playboy, but we don't mention that. do we? He is with Disney. God
Going from
bless
Playboy
him.
to Disney, that's a stretch.
Yes.
Anyway, so Penny Dreyfus, it's your birthday, I think, on July 31st. And so we won't be with you again before that. So happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Penny.
And all of the rest of you, watch our bagpipes played by Joe.
Wishes you all a happy birthday, and especially our own July 4th baby.
Oh, Lois. Lois Bennett will be 99 years old. And Lois is as sprite and lively as she was when we first met her years and years ago. Lois, God bless you, dear, and please take care, be well. We can't wait for the 100th year celebration. That's going to be citywide, I'm sure.
Love to you and the entire family. And then our cousin Aryeh Brun, whose birthday is July 9th, I think. Happy birthday, Aryeh.
Ah.
Oh my gosh, we can't wait
And
to
Lois
see you.
Benson. Lois Benson is relative of Sandy Benson.
Oh, Lois Benson.
Has a
Happy
birthday on Monday.
On Monday. Oh. Wow, July 5th. Okay.
All right. Misha Bear.
For those of you
Who are ill, and we hope for a speedy recovery, we say the prayer now with my beautiful daughter, Chelsana, singing Misha Berach, he who blesses those who are ill.
Misha Beirach Avotinu Mekor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen.
We ask for blessings for Claire Begelman, for Lois Bennett, our birthday girl of 99, Ken Bittix, Lowell Dreyfus, who's the husband of the birthday girl, Penny Dreyfus. Lowell, please, Noel, get out. We just want you up there healthy and taking us out for drinks and food and stuff like that. That we look forward to that. God bless you both. Phil Felson, Phil from Coney Island. Coney Island, Phil. Andrew Martin, Andy, who is our dear friend. He's the son I never had. And Andrew, you got to get well. We need you because I need you as well. My wife needs you. The kids need you. Take care, Andrew. And Peter Paul, who has been ill quite some time, but he's doing very well, isn't he? So stay on that course there, Peter Paul. And also the mother of my first 3 daughters, Hannah King. Hannah, we all pray that you're going to be okay and be well and out of the hospital, out of rehab, and back to the old Hannah. So God bless you. And stay well.
Imortenu mikol habracha le'avoteinu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let's say Amen.
And a very happy, wonderful day to each and every one of you. We bring on Mr. Sean Kanan in commemoration of Independence Day, This Old Flag.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I hope you're healthy and doing well. Chelsea asked me to read this song by Johnny Cash, the Man in Black. I'm a big fan of his. I hope you like it. It's called The Ragged Flag. I walked through a county courthouse square. On a park bench, an old man was sitting there. I said, "Your old courthouse is kind of run down." He said, "Nah, it'll do for our little town." I said, "Your old flagpole has leaned a little bit, and that's a ragged old flag you got hanging on it." He said, "Have a seat," and I sat down. "Is this the first time you've been to our little town?" I said, "I think it is." He said, "Well, I don't like to brag, but we're kind of proud of that ragged old flag. You see, we got a little hole in that flag there when Washington took it across the Delaware, and it got powder burned the night Francis Scott Key sat watching it writing, 'Oh, say can you see?' And it got a bad rip in New Orleans with Packingham and Jackson tugging at its seams. And it almost fell at the Alamo beside the Texas flag. But she waved on through. She got cut with a sword at Chancellorsville, and she got cut again at Shiloh Hill. There was Robert E. Lee, Beauregard, and Bragg, and the South wind blew hard on that ragged old flag. On Flanders Field in World War I, she got a big hole from a Bertha gun. She turned blood red in World War II. She hung limp and low a time or two. She was in Korea and Vietnam. She went where she was sent by Uncle Sam. She waved from our ships upon the briny foam, and now they've about quit waving her back here at home. In her own good land where she's been abused, she's been burned, dishonored, denied, and refused. And the government for which she stands is scandalized throughout the land. She's getting threadbare and wearing thin, but she's in good shape for the shape she's in. Because she's been through the fire before, and I believe she can take it a whole lot more. So we raise her up every morning, and we take her down every night. We don't let her touch the ground, and we fold her up right. On second thought, I do like to brag, because I'm mighty proud of that ragged old flag.
Thanks, Sean. You can find him on Netflix.
And what show?
Studio City. He has written, directed, and he stars in the show that you can find on Netflix. And it's wonderful. And he's great. And we love him. We're just huge fans anyway.
Yeah.
And Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai.
And he's in Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
Yeah. Woo woo. How many of you are fans of Cobra Kai? I know Ron Yabnieli is, if you're watching.
Yeah.
Oh, and I just walked on his star in Palm Springs.
And Sean Kanan has a star in Palm Springs
Woo!
that my mother dirtied as she walked over
No, I
it.
cleaned it.
Yeah,
She dusted it off. I'm so happy to hear that.
Thank you, Sean Kanan.
And I
Okay.
just want to say, for those people who are ill, or for people that you know who are ill, may they have a refuah shlema, fast recovery, and mind, body, and spirit. May we also come to grasp with what is and find joy with wherever you are, with whatever you're doing. Come
Hey.
from love.
I love you, Rabbi. Thank you. We continue with Shalom Rav.
This is our greatest blessing for peace, Shalom Rav. Sing with me at home. Believe it when I tell you that I feel you sing with me. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki Atahu Melech Adon Lechol HaShalom. Ki Atahu Melech Adon Lechol HaShalom. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. וטוב לך לברך את עמך ישראל בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום רב ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. Thank you for those out there, and for my mom and sister who were finding the harmony and made it beautiful.
And Jefferson,
Yes, sir.
July sponsors.
Yes. We want to thank Gregory Cruz.
Of course.
Thank you, Gregory.
Good man.
And
Nicole.
Nicole Carcenti Ligeti. We love you and thank you very much, Nicole. And we have a special thank you always to Joey English, who has the longest running radio show in the desert. And she does a shout out for us every week. So thank you. We love you, Joey.
Thank you for the ice cream.
Thank you.
The other day. It was wonderful.
Wow.
Thank you.
I
Oh,
want ice
it
cream.
was huge, and I ate it all up. Yum, yum.
And we have smileamazon.com. If you send in, if you check off that we're your charity, we get lovely checks from them if you would do that. People buy so much from Amazon, and we can be the recipient. It doesn't cost you anything. So please check into that.
Mm-hmm. And if you shop at Ralph's.
Yes, we also receive checks from Ralph's if you put us as your charity. And we also have the high holidays coming back. Oh my gosh, in 2 months. September 6th is the first night. And we're still waiting to hear if the church on Wilshire Boulevard will allow us to come in. And we really want to know how you feel about that too. A lot of people are kind of wary about being with others. But we're ready to go either way. And we're also going to be doing some shooting on so that we're ready to go with streaming for the high holidays. So we're preparing all of that. And please, we need you with us. We need your support. It's been, a tough year with not holding services. So please, please, please join us. We would really appreciate that. And that be that.
Okay, and now
Amazon one more time.
Oh, okay.
Go to smile.amazon.com.
Go to
Yes,
smile.amazon.com and choose Creative Arts Temple as your charity.
It's so simple. It's so simple. We got a lovely check. So that's great. Thank you. Okay, and you're going to do Yivarechecha?
Yes.
All right.
how about let's see, thank you for your Yortzeit donations.
No, we're doing Yevarech. You want to move on?
Yeah, Mark, Yivarechecha.
The Kohanic threefold blessing, Yevarechecha.
Well, aren't we thanking Mark and Kathy Friedman
Sure, do it.
in memory of Sue Friedman? Sue Friedman.
Sue is special.
Yeah, special Sue. God bless her.
Yeah.
A beautiful woman with a beautiful voice to match,
Oh,
and she left us much too soon.
Shemba That was hers.
You remember that? Joe Ingber, in memory of Eileen, his wife Ingber. Eileen Ingber. Joe and I have the distinction of going to Mesivta Chaim Berlin in Brooklyn, which we sat and studied. I didn't know him then, met him out here. But it's a place you open up the Talmud and you read, and that's it. Stephen Maitland Lewis, our dear friend Stephen Maitland Lewis, in memory of Joni Berry. Joni was one of God's beautiful creations who gave readily and to those in need and organizations in need. And Stephen Maitland Lewis, I love you. Please take care. Sue Rosenwasser, in memory of Seymour Rosenwasser. Thanks, Sue. And Nicole Marie Slayton and Iman Hogan, in memory of two wonderful people, Robert and Phyllis Slayton. Thank you for all you do and for commemorating the passing of your beautiful parents. We miss them. Thank you. And condolences to the Surfside tragedy in Florida. Families of Stacy Fang, Leon Olefkowitz, Christina Beatrice Elvira, Frank Kleinman, and all those in that terrible fire in Florida. All those who are missing. Please, God, work your miracles. Please, now is the time to work miracles. And all of you whose names I mentioned, may you and your family may you be comforted among the mourners of Zion.
For those of you who are in a year of mourning or observing a Yortzeit, please rise if you're able and receive the kaddish.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברה חינותי וימליך מלכותי, בחיי חון ויומי חון וחיי לכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב, ויאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם עולמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא. ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו. לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, תעמידן בעלמא, ויאמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ויאמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום. עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. Yeah.
We hope that you're all comforted amongst the waters of Zion and know that you are surrounded with love.
And we conclude with
Yevarechecha. We have a special meditative blessing for you guys before we leave you this Shabbat. And just a shout out to Brett Barinholtz, who's watching, who wrote Shabbat Shalom to us. We love you.
Yes,
And
we do.
some of this prayer is for you, so take it. Yevarechecha. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
May God bless you and keep you.
Adonai panav elecha v'chunecha.
May God shine his countenance upon thee.
Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.
May God grant you, each and every one of you, long life, health, pure joy and happiness, and a wonderful, wonderful life that awaits each and every one of you. Please, God.
Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. Adonai panav elecha v'chunecha. Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. V'yasem lecha shalom. Amen.
That was beautiful. Wow.
Shabbat Shalom, and may you have a happy, healthy, and safe 4th of July.
עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא היה עושה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ויאמרו everyone, Amen.
Amen.
No, we're just gonna. All right. Bye.
Oh, goodbye.
Shalom
They're
uvracha.
producing directly.
Be blessed, everyone.
We love
Peace.
you.
We'll see you next month.